morning to you and welcome back. The law firm that retained the Trump-Russia dossier has not only has connections to the Clintons and the DNC, but also to the Obama administration.
That's right. 3 senior officials of the former administration left in recent years to go work at Perkins Coie, which is the name of that firm. And they still work there today.
So is it possible that former President Obama knew about the dossier's funding by the DNC and Clinton campaign? Joining us now to weigh in is Judicial Watch President Tom Fitton. Tom, thanks for joining us this morning. You know, the question that everyone is wondering at this point is, what did President Obama know? When did he know it? And how relevant is this going to be? How important is this going to be?
Yep.
Well, in addition to you having the legal connection at the law firm for the DNC, you know, the president was titular head of the Democratic National Committee, and they have a political operation in the White House, and they didn't shut it down during the presidential campaign. So you have to wonder whether the political operatives and the president knew about this dossier that they were compiling on behalf of the Hillary Clinton campaign during the campaign. And then after the election, remember, President Obama essentially said, all hands on deck, we're going to investigate this Russia collusion issue. So you have to wonder whether he and his intelligence agencies again used this dossier to make the case that the Russians were colluding to help then President-elect Trump, when they all knew that it was the Clintons that were colluding with the Russians to get dirt on President Trump himself.
Well, right, yeah, and I think, you know, watching the other networks yesterday, the one thing that I saw how they did it, they weren't too scared to cover this story because I think they see it as tit for tat. They see that, okay, Hillary and you know, did some dealings with another country to try and get dirt, but they say, oh, well, Trump Jr. did it too. He had that meeting with was it Natalia, whatever her name was, and you know, and that, you know, they say that's the same thing. Mm.
Well,
is that true?
It may be the same thing, but what are the consequences for the Trump operation as a result of that meeting they had in Trump Tower? We have a special counsel investigation. The White House is under a criminal investigation. Donald Trump Jr. has been under investigation. Had to go before, well, may have to go before Senate hearings and House investigators. What's going to happen to the Clinton operation? Is Hillary Clinton now going to be subject to a special counsel investigation because her operatives were talking to Russians about Donald Trump? If that's the standard, the Trump standard now means that Hillary Clinton and maybe Barack Obama, depending on what he knew, are going to be asked questions by an independent special counsel. And this is a test for Mueller to see if he's independent and fair. I don't think the test is going to be met, but we'll see.
So you've been trying to get answers to a lot of these questions that everybody has, and you've been getting Stonewall. Explain.
Well, we asked the FBI and Justice Department for records about whether or not the FBI was paying the dossier authors, and we've been getting the Stonewall. They've been saying you can't have anything because it's under investigation. No, actually, they said we can't even confirm or deny whether we have such records. And it's no surprise they gave us that hand to the face, given the fact that the Clinton campaign handed the baton to the FBI, and practically speaking, there was a seamless web in terms of working with this dossier operation to talk to the Russians about getting Trump.
Yeah, they certainly took it as somewhat legitimate. And how hard did Hillary Clinton deny knowing anything about that dossier until it finally came out? And how dirty does that look? And Tom, thank you so much for coming on this morning. We've got the construction back, guys. So
yes, we do.
It's an ongoing theme here of, you know, buzzsaws in the background of our sound bites. But thank you so much.
It's a beautiful sound.
That's right.